sportsmanship, fist bump, and we're going to see who's going to become the champion. Both players going strong in Swiss, but one very delicate detail here. We talked to Baptiste after the last round, after top 4, where he claimed his spot in the finals, and Baptiste said, I did play against Raul in the Swiss rounds already, and there Baptiste came out on top. So it will be interesting to see whether he can be performing here again, whether he can prove that win from Swiss and defeat him here again. But still, noteworthy that both players so far with only one loss in the tournament entirely. And we see Baptiste is going off here right away. We did go for Bonfire into Snake Eye Ash. Snake Eye Ash grabbed ourselves a copy of the Poplar. Now we also grabbed ourselves a copy of Snake Eye Diabellstar and the Diabellstar Witch as well. And we can now set original Sinful Spoils. And I think Raul just has to kind of lean back here at the moment, because for branded decks, it is very uncommon that they are featuring a lot of hand interactions. That is just not something you are including into your deck most of the time. You rather rely on strong field-breaking cards, such as Triple Tactics Thrust, and of course the engine itself, the branded engine, is probably one of the engines in the game that is the best prepared for going second. But for now, they will have to face the field that Baptiste is creating. Baptiste trying to win another tournament. This man is unstoppable. He won last year's tournament. He's about to take down another one, and definitely is working his way through the combo here right now. He knows what he's doing. We talked to him in the winner's interview of top 4. He knows his stuff so well. Like, for him, it was not even about picking the best deck of the format. He is picking a deck for an event. He was like, for this event specifically, I thought there's going to be a lot of rogue decks overall, and therefore I wanted to just have the Snake Eye deck, which seemed very, very good and overall rounded, and therefore, for this event, it seems like the best deck. And I like this approach from players, saying, hey, there is maybe a best deck in the format, but a best deck in the format might not necessarily be the best deck for a specific event as well, when you expect different circumstances for a special event. And Baptiste, whether it is the best deck of the format, whether it is the best deck for the event, he definitely found a way to prove his deck here in this tournament, to pilot it all the way into the finals of this. And we're going for Anima. We're bringing out Snake Eye Diabellstar here. And we are also going to use the effect of Snake Eye Oak here. And yeah, Raul just leaning back, waiting for the moment, waiting for his turn to shine. He defeated Alexander and his Chimera deck in top 4, coming out on top there between the two fusion decks. And of course, one important question for Branded Enjoys is always, how many cards is there in the main deck? And I can tell you, Raul took the maximum amount possible. We are running the classic 60-card branded version. But let's hope out of those 60 that he's finding 6 good ones to fight the field that Baptiste is creating here right now. So we are having the Diabellstar, Snake Eye Diabellstar here on the field. Now bringing out the Promethean Princess. That one is bringing out a Flamberge as well, of course. Oak is being used. Oak is Baptiste's way here of getting out of the fire restriction that Promethean Princess is providing, of course. And look at that. The combo that Baptiste is performing here right now is indicating what we already know from his extra deck. We know he is not playing with synchro cards anymore. He is going for the Hope Harbinger line. We have now found a way to include an Exceed monster into our extra deck, and that is our usual end field. And when we have an uninterrupted combo, as we have here at the moment, it is going to end with a Hope Harbinger on the field. A very powerful Exceed monster, especially against a deck like Raul is piloting, especially against Branded, because a Branded deck, of course, relies on activating and resolving spell cards, and Hope Harbinger, with its negate effects, specifically tailored towards spell cards, of course, is the perfect answer for that. But it does look like, after all of that, with one set card to the Spell and Trap Zone, that was all Baptiste could offer. And now Raul is lining up his turn, and he starts things off by activating Branded Lost. Ooh, that is an interesting one, because Branded Lost now kinda, like, this has to be negated, because if it resolves, we cannot negate Branded Fusion anymore with the Hopaminger. So that is definitely a good first card to activate there, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, Baptiste agrees, he has to negate it, because otherwise that will not be possible anymore. And the cool thing about Hope Harbinger is you can not only negate the activation of the card, but you can also just attach it to the card itself. Oh, but wait. No, actually, Hope Harbinger says you can not negate the activation, but only the effect. That is kind of interesting there. Maybe that is something... that is something noteworthy here. So we are going to attach the... we're going to attach the Branded Loss here. Wait, we have to double check on Hope Harbinger. Is it correct in the way it is handled right now? Because Hope Harbinger really says it can only negate the effects, and I'm not sure whether right now there's the Branded Loss that does work in the way it is performed right now. And that is the scoop, though, mainly a side deck. But game number 2 is not going to feature that card anyways. We go first now as Raul, and we can set up our field without fearing any trap cards here for the moment. And we start things off by activating Pot of Desires. Wow, that is quite the start. Trading the top 10 cards of our deck out of our 60 card deck and drawing 2 cards after. Oh, Baptiste. It's tempting to use Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring on this, but then you don't have it for Branded Fusion anymore, of course, and therefore Baptiste allows it. He allowed himself a moment of thinking there too, because at least he's bluffing Ash Blossom, but it may as well be there, you know? So, what's next here for Raul? Does he find a way to play? Because when you look at the face cam, he doesn't necessarily look super satisfied, but he did find the normal summon of Aluber. Is that normal summon of Aluber going to be met with anything? It is indeed. There comes an effect Veiler, and Raul is talking to Baptiste, laughing. Does that mean he has a way to go further? Or is that really just a situation of not many options for him? Oh, he's leaning back. He sets a card and passes it over. Baptiste, after sweeping 2-0 in the semifinals, may as well do it again here. And he starts things off with Terraforming in his deck. Not only able to search out the Snake Eye field spell, but also the Pressured Planet Race-Off. Race-Off is being activated. Grabbing himself a copy of course, Kashtira Unicorn here. And then we summon out the Unicorn, use its effect, and Raul is just shuffling his hand there, but it doesn't look great because we also get that Kashtira Birth now. Is there also Snake Eye Engine in his hand though? Does he have access to Snake Eye or Diabellstar cards? Because those are of course the main engine of his deck. Those are the cards that are going to win him the game. And there is Wanted, which is his way into both of these engines. Grabbing the Snake Eye Diabellstar, which then in the end of course is trying to get himself a copy of... Ooh, wow, we can discard Snake Eye. We can... I'm already calling it Snake Eye, but we can discard Kashtira Fenrir here. And we before just added Kashtira Birth, so we can bring back the Kashtira Fenrir even. And that is indeed what we're going to do. Kashtira Birth summons back Fenrir. Now having the option, of course, to also use the effect of Fenrir. Grabbing himself another copy of itself. That is Fenrir number 2, ladies and gentlemen. And we have not even normal summoned. So if we want, we can... Baptiste won last year's National with pure Kashtira. But now he could just normal summon the Fenrir, and that would already be enough to then go for game. We could just still kind of have pure Kashtira gameplay. We do not even need to normal summon it. We banish it face down. That is some damage through the Kashtira Fenrir. Unicorn with the field spell. I pretty much am sure that this is enough damage to probably go for game here. Is it going to be the deciding game? Yes, it is. Baptiste with a very quick and impressive 2